Greetings, I am the email Joker. They say not to use too many exclamation points in a business email, but I use as many as I want because I'm the email Joker. I put ooh in my signature. That would be my voiceover.
Oh my god, that is awesome!
That was good.
Welcome everybody back to the Ronald Show. Today we have Shen and MercWorks. How you guys doing?
Good. It's pronounced MercWorks.
God
my last name is pronounced Mercier. I made this trouble for myself.
I was debating on going with Merc the entire time, but I was like, Merc, 50-50.
Yeah.
I chose the wrong one. Okay. Well, we're gonna roll with this. One. Could you guys give us a little info about your Webtoon, the series that you've all been working on?
I guess I'll start it off.
Yeah.
So Live With Yourself was a Webtoon that I think I brainstormed with my manager, whose name is also Dave, but he generally goes by David. This is a different Dave here. But I brainstormed it kind of with my manager based on an idea of like, hey, what if somebody had to live with like different versions of themselves just at like different times, right? And he thought that was a good idea. Yeah, so I came up with that, and then for a while I did that by myself, just writing and illustrating. And then for a while I did that with Dave, where I would write the episodes and Dave would illustrate them. And at this point, then for a while Dave did it himself, and I think at this point Dave has a guy helping with inking, right?
Yeah, a guy named Andy. So we're just keeping it Dave's and Andrew's only for this series.
Everyone, there's a synopsis. Go read Live With Yourself right now. It's highly recommended.
It's really good.
Yeah, that's actually one of... it's weird because I found that before Blue Chair, I'm not gonna lie. So I started reading Live With Yourself, and then when it went on hiatus, I was like, okay, what else? Does this guy do anything else? It's like, ooh, Blue Chair. Okay, I can get into this.
Yeah, well, thank you for reading both of these comics.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Merc, do you have a Webtoon? I think I saw that you also had a Webtoon on there as well.
I had a Webtoon some years ago called MercWorks. That started off of Webtoon and then came onto Webtoon, and that has since ended. So right now I just do Live With Yourself. So I spend 3 to 4 days a week doing the writing, sketching, and coloring for that, and then Andy, who collaborates on it with me now, does the inks.
Yeah, well, tell us a little bit about MercWorks, for people who want to check that out too.
Ancient history. Well, you can go to mercworks.net, mercworks.net, and see I got a whole litany of works. MercWorks was about a sad boy based on myself who didn't have a mustache. It was like a gag comic. It was like a fun little one-offs, 4 panels, 6 panels. But I've done a bunch of stuff since then. Hop Dude is extremely good. If you haven't read Hop Dude,
I saw a little bit of that actually. I love
yeah.
it. How did you guys become Webtoon creators? How that happen?
Probably pretty similar between the both of us, right?
What happened to you, Dave?
Were you on there before me?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, they abducted you in the Webtoon van, right?
Webtoon van?
That's right, yeah. I'm walking down the street, drawing comics like I always do, and then boom, this big unmarked van pulls up.
You're walking down the street drawing comics?
Yeah, like I always do.
Also, the van isn't unmarked, it has a big Webtoon logo. And then you have
see,
yeah.
maybe it wasn't Webtoon that got me, actually.
Oh my god, wait, who got you then?
This is awkward. They had a bunch of branding for Webtoon, but inside the van, so maybe they were just a fan.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, enough about my trauma. Webtoon reached out to me. I was about to give up on comics in 2015. because I was like, there's no money in this very bad industry,
Yeah.
especially webcomics. And then Webtoon reached out to me, and they paid me handsomely for MercWorks.
Yeah, same. For me, I think it was in 2014 at some point. But yeah, same. They just reached out to me, and I was like, this has to be a scam because they're paying you for comics. And then it turns out it wasn't, thankfully.
Yeah, I also thought it was a scam, but I talked with Nick Selleck, who does Awkward Yeti, and he was like, no, they're legit, and I was like, Papa's gonna get paid.
So that was like the next question. Like, they pay you guys like actually decently. You know, I just talk specifics, but like they do like pay you really well for doing these comics weekly and whatnot.
They could pay better. You hear me, Webtoon? I wouldn't mind getting paid a little more.
I think that's with everybody though. They could always stand to get a few extra bucks, you know? Have you guys ever thought about like getting your webtoons like animated? Like, what's your thoughts about it being animated one day?
Some people do these little animatics on YouTube of the webtoons, right? I mean, they're not like licensed or anything, but at the same time, they're kind of hard to stop, and also I like them, so I'm not really trying to. I don't know, like, I'm not speaking on behalf of my contractor here, right? But I like them. I mean, in terms of animation, it would certainly be cool. I will say that much. Like, it would certainly be cool to see those characters in motion. And I think whereas something like Blue Chair, like little like one-off comedy things would be difficult to adapt into that, something like Live With Yourself would definitely be like a lot easier because it's like recurrent characters. You know, you've got kind of like a through plot. Every couple of episodes has like a nice arc. Thanks to Dave, mostly. I was very clumsy with that.
You did it. Yeah. You set the tone for that though. Like I'm following the patterns that you established as best as I can.
Well, yes, but I feel like I'm like you looked at like my caveman drawings and then you were like, oh, this kind of looks like something, and then you like did it well. You know, I did like Stonehenge, and then you built like a castle, you know.
What were we talking about?
Animation, right?
Oh yeah. If any networks wanna buy it, we're here.
Yeah.
Give us an email.
Yeah, guys, anyone watching, it's open. Try, reach out, do something.
Yeah, well, I know network executives are watching your channel.
I wouldn't say network executives, but somebody is.
I hate this channel.
No! Shen, have you ever thought about like I don't know if you've seen like Merryweathers with his channel of dubbing his stuff. Have you ever thought about like doing Blue Chair like somewhere in that sort of way?
Yeah. A lot of people kind of like just like voluntarily make dubs of some of the stuff that I post for Shen Comics, and sometimes Blue Chair when I post it on social media. I don't know, Merryweathery, like, I admire him because he is a very organized person. Like, he's not even the illustrator of the comics, right? He just writes them, and then he just, like, he has this ability to delegate, right? Like he can hire somebody to like draw the comic. He can hire somebody to make a little animation or to make like a VTuber model, for example. He also does VTubing, right? I'm like very disorganized. Have very few delegation skills. That's something that I gotta work on if I want to sort of, I guess, advance as a webcomic artist. Because currently I'm doing everything myself, which it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I have a feeling it's already not really sustainable. So I guess I want to be a little bit more like Merryweather in that sense.
Would you voice Shen in your Blue Chair stuff, or would you get someone else to do it?
Now, keeping in mind that my voice box is a little bit compressed right now, do you think I would be a good voice for Shen?
Yeah, why not? I mean,
yeah,
you could do it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try it out. Why not?
What's a recent Shen comment? Can you do it for us real quick? Can you do one?
Greetings! I am the email joker. They say not to use too many exclamation points in a business email, but I use as many as I want because I'm the email joker. I put ooh in my signature. That would be my voiceover.
Oh my god, that is awesome.
That's good.
That is actually awesome.
I think you can do it.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
I mean,
man.
that was the character, the email joker. But that would be
it wasn't Shen.
approximately-
Yeah.
That would, I mean, it is Shen, but he's the email joker, alright?
Yeah. Hey.
Do you use a lot of exclamation points in your emails?
More than you would consider appropriate.
Yeah, same.
Same.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
the
man.
ooh face though. I don't do
No.
that.
Nope.
No?
No.
No, I'm sorry, you guys aren't the email joker. I'm sorry.
I missed out on being emailed.
You guys are at most like the email Riddler.
Ooh. Okay.
Although I guess that would be question marks. You guys are the email penguin.
Email penguin.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start talking about the more serious topics. Okay.
Whoa.
These are the hard hitter questions. All right. Are you ready? What's your favorite video game?
Dave.
I don't want to. I could.
I think I already know this one.
Yeah, you do know this one. You want to answer for me?
Is it Sea of Thieves?
Yes. Can't
Ah.
stop playing Sea of Thieves.
Wait, what's Sea of Thieves? I've never heard of this.
It's a first-person shooter by Rare that is pirate themed. It's a pirate game. It's open world, and there are like 5 or 6 people per server, and you just go around and do pirate stuff. But then people can come and ruin your day because they're also pirates, or you can ruin somebody else's day. It's very fun.
I have kind of like lately I'm playing a lot of Dead by Daylight. I'm enjoying that quite a bit. I haven't picked that up for a while. I would say my favorite of all time, and I wouldn't say that this is the one that I put the most hours into, but it's one of my like huge comfort games, and not a whole lot of people know about it, so I like to talk about it. It's called Lovely Planet. Have you ever heard of that?
I don't think I have actually.
Lovely Planet is this like it's described as a Twitch shooter. So like if for example Super Meat Boy is like a Twitch platformer, right? It's a platformer that that requires a lot of precision, a lot of speed. Basically when you're beating the levels, you're already speed running them just by virtue of playing the game, right? Lovely Planet, same thing, but it's an FPS. It's extremely cute. It has music by Bowen, who is probably my favorite, Callum Bowen, who is probably my favorite like video game composer. Also did the music for Piku Niku and Snipper Clips.
I've heard of Snipper Clips. I've played that.
Yeah. Do you
Just
like
some
the
bangers.
music?
Yeah, the music's actually pretty good. I listen to it when I edit sometimes, actually.
Nice. Oh well, you will love the music for Lovely Planet. It's in my opinion one of his best soundtracks.
Ooh, I think you both just gave me games to play on stream now.
Yeah.
I would love it if you play. Like, let me know if you're doing that because I want to stop by and I want to like watch you experience this. It's such a good game.
Alright, bet, I'll do it about you.
Can I take a quick bathroom
Yeah,
break?
go ahead. Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Oh, can I? I'll take a break at the same time. Then is that okay?
Yeah. That's
Okay,
fine. That's
cool.
fine.
I'll be right back. Just
Okie
take a minute.
dokie then. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. Regrets, I've had a few. I've done all that. I forgot the rest of the words.
I'm back.
You both came back at the exact same time. That is amazing.
We're very in sync, Shen and I.
Yeah, true.
I heard you singing Frank Sinatra because I have a little.
Oh, I didn't realize As you can
Beautiful.
hear,
It's beautiful.
I am not a singer. I was just fooling around. Oh my god. No.
Do you listen to a lot of Frankie? Frankie?
I actually do. My favorite one, even though that's My Way is really good. It's Fly Me to the Moon all the way.
That's a goodie.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
So I think Shen, I could see that being a Shen comic. I don't know the lyrics of that song, just doing them slightly wrong or something. I don't know why.
I mean, everybody would be just like, oh, it's Evangelion, oh, whatever. Like, people would just think I'm goofing on anime.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, but that is a very good Frank Sinatra. Like, I've listened to the original of that on YouTube, and I like it.
Do you guys have any future goals in mind that you want to accomplish?
I think one of the problems with being a webcomic artist is that you can't have future. Like you start out with no future goals in order to accidentally find yourself in this industry, right?
That's not true. I had goals before I came here.
Yeah.
Before you came into comics.
Now I'm in this purgatory with everyone else. So we're on. I used to be a person. No, it's I actually I want to do something besides comics in addition to comics. So I'm thinking of maybe even trying out like being a PNG tuber or something like that. Try and go into streaming again. I feel like that would be fun. I have a few friends that are VTubers. Merriweather and Takahata 101. So I'd love to try something like that out. I feel like it's a very logical step from comics, because in comics you kind of like play a character, and in VTubing you do the same thing, except it's live. So cool.
Very true. Very true. Oh man,
I'd like to do animation. Like we talked about animation, but I don't know. I guess that's why I came to LA. It was really more for the weather, but I don't know. I'm just hoping something hits, you know.
Well,
I want to collaborate with people more. I'm best when I'm not doing things alone.
Oh, collaborate in what way? Like with yourself?
When Shen and I were doing Live With Yourself, that was an amazing experience because I had never drawn other people's writing before. So that gave me, it's so interesting the way that Shen, you had ideas in your head how things were going to look, and then I made the thing, and it was probably pretty different than what you imagined. But I think it always wound up being a really cool thing. And that's true for Andy too. I give him the sketches, but he builds and adds detail into stuff that there's no way I would ever touch. So everything, when you're collaborating, everything becomes better because it becomes the sum of all of its creators as opposed to just one. I am too old to play Smash Brothers. That I turned 35 and they were like, "Sorry, bud, you're out."
Nah.
It's got an age gate. Yep.
You're not that old.
Not allowed. I'm 36.
Wait, who did you main in Smash Bros. Before the cutoff, before the gate at which you can no longer play ever?
Yeah, now I'm curious.
Well, when the 64, on Smash 64, Link, and I've pretty much always just played Link, and I'm kind of bad at those games, so I just go with him.
Yeah. Wait, what about you, Shin? Who'd you main?
Oh man, I mained DDD for a while. Lately I'm kind of bored of him, to be honest. I still love him, but I really like heavy characters, so if I'm not playing DDD, it's probably gonna be Bowser or DK or something. What about you?
I do like Bowser. I played Bowser a little bit on the one on Wii U.
Yeah. What about yourself, Oji?
Solid Snake, but that's only because I like to place bombs down on the ground, and then people just forget about it, and I just blow them up. But if not him, I like to play as Enderman Jim in the newest Smash one. Now, it's just Enderman from Minecraft. It's just on stream something happened, and he's just known as Enderman Jim now forever in my community. Wait! No! Wait!
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yes! Oh!
I should have won, though!
Did that feel good? I bet it felt good.
Yes, we still talk about that. That is one of his greatest failures. Do you guys have any advice to any future comic artist that wants to get into Webtoon or just make their own webcomic and whatnot?
I have a cynical one. I'll give you that one first.
Okay.
Aim higher. Do better.
Oh my god.
That's a joke.
Is it a joke?
That's a joke.
Okay.
Well, the funniest ones have truth in them, so that's
Yeah.
it's an unfortunately slightly true joke.
Yeah.
But really, like, make it consistently, right, and focus on fundamentals. So like if you have an update schedule, you stick with that update schedule, and you don't deviate, because that's discipline, and discipline's going to be the most important maybe skill that you build in this industry. Right?
Thank you guys for joining me on this interview. It was really fun. You guys didn't
Thank you for
No, go ahead.
for
sorry.
interviewing.
Oh no problem. I mean, you guys actually agreed to do this, so it was more amazing to see the and actually get to sit down with the people who create this stuff. You know, it was really so. Mainly thank you for actually agreeing to do this, because without you, then this wouldn't have happened. You know, these people can see me any day.
If we're just doing if we're ping-ponging thank yous, thank you for letting us talk about this for an hour, because boy, are my roommates and girlfriends sick of hearing about the story circle.
Is that all you talk
Oh
about?
my
The story
God.
circle?
I will not. It's you. That's the one like ore vein that you can strike every time, and oil will shoot out. That metaphor didn't work.
Nah,
You know,
I
I've been to Dave's house before the pandemic, and I've seen his room, and they're like just circles carved into the wall, like manically, like the whole wall is just covered with them. And I was like, "What, Dave? What is this?" And then I backed out slowly.
I hope you guys really enjoyed that video. It was super fun to make and sit down with Merc and Shen. I have exactly 40 to 30 minutes up of more content that you didn't see in this video. Want to see the entire stream unedited? Go over and check out my Patreon, where you can see the entire interview right now.